Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Killerman Baby here, bringing you guys a brand new video. And today I want to talk about Blackout and why I think that it's gonna be a great game mode, a good game mode at least for Black Ops 4. So there's been a lot of controversy over the multiplayer, people saying they don't like certain things, like the specialists or whatnot. But I think that the new Blackout game mode is gonna bring a totally different aspect to the game. You know, something that the campaign didn't necessarily do. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be really good. And I want to bring you guys a couple points. The gameplay you're seeing, this is actually my first win. I was really excited when I won this game. I think I finished with 7 kills, something like that. So, pretty impressive, I'd say. I didn't play it a lot. I didn't grind it out like a lot of people did, obviously. But I definitely played a good amount of matches to kind of give my thoughts and opinions about it. So, in this gameplay, you're gonna see me I didn't camp. Some parts I did towards the end, just kind of where I was, but I definitely was moving around, and there are some things that you'll see that I kind of want to talk about. One of which is the sniper in this, or the sniping, I should say, in Blackout. So the sniping in Blackout, I'm not the biggest fan of, more because, like, at least with the sniper I was using, I forget what it's called. It was like a one shot, and I don't think there's no game where snipers are one shots. Not Fortnite, not PUBG. I mean, PUBG, if you have like a level 1 helmet, and you know, but that's kind of different though. I was getting one shots with body shots, and I think most of the people that I was killing probably had full health and armor, for the most part. So I'm not a big fan of that. So I just want to kind of get the cons out the way. Another thing I'm not a big fan of is I think the grenade system. It's a little clunky. Like the I'm not sure if there's not an indicator, which I guess, you know, it's Royale, so maybe there shouldn't be one. But I remember I was playing a game and all of a sudden I just got stuck, and it was like nothing, no sound. I hear no beeping, you know, and I was like, okay, that was kind of weird, and I really didn't understand that. Another thing is the circle time. I feel like the circle, it moves in slow even towards the end. When you see like other BR games, like Fortnite and PUBG, I'm gonna keep referring to those two games because they're, you know, the two biggest BR games right now for the most part. The circle time needs to be faster towards the end. I feel like it's still slow. You'll see here towards the end of the gameplay, I'm just like in this house, like, come on. Like, I want to move out of the house, but I'm not just gonna move out and be not even moved. So I think that they need to cut down that. But that's pretty much all I have for the negatives. Now let's get into the positives, because I believe there are many of positives in this game mode. Number 1, the graphics. Oh my gosh. I play PUBG, you know, a decent amount, right? And PUBG, you know, it's fun, I love it and everything. But the graphics are just they're not really there. They're decent, you know. I love the game and everything, but the graphics aren't the best. When I played Blackout, I was shocked. I was stunned to see how well the graphics were. I was like, okay, if this map is going to be so big, is it kind of going to be knocked down a little bit to where it's not the smoothest, cleanest looking? And I was just totally, everything was just better than what I thought it was. The water in the game was beautiful. When you swim underwater, it's nice, textures, the lighting, everything looks so good. And I'm like, see, people were complaining about the graphics at first, but when I played Blackout, you know, a map that big and the rendering and everything seemed to be going so smooth for me. And I was like, man, they really did a good job taking their time and really trying to put as much as they could. Now, granted, there isn't 100 players, and they said they're working on get more, but I'm okay with that. You know, considering how well that they did with the graphics and everything, that's pretty interesting. Another thing I like are the variety of weapons. Oh my gosh, there hasn't been a time where I've dropped somewhere and I haven't been able to find a gun. This happens a lot to me in PUBG and Fortnite, where I can't find weapons when I drop somewhere. But in Blackout, I feel like there's always going to be a gun. I feel like the ratio with the guns and like the per square mile, whatever, per square feet, I forget how it goes. But anyway, You find guns. That's pretty much the biggest thing, and I really like that about it. It's not like I go into a building and there's literally nothing there. So I haven't encountered any of that while I was playing it, or the beta. So I'm really excited. I'm glad that they did that, because the worst thing to do in a battle royale game, and if you've played a BR, everyone knows, when you go into a building, there isn't one weapon and then you just get killed because you have nothing. The second thing I do like, the health system. I like how there's the med kits and then there's the bandages. I feel like you can heal at a nice pace. I feel like you can also stop healing and shoot quick, because I know PUBG, when you're using bandages, I feel like I'm so vulnerable, but when I'm just sticking myself with little stim shots repeatedly in Blackout, I feel like I can still be ready to shoot in action and just ready to be there. Same thing in Fortnite, you don't really have that protection when you're med kitting or whatever, but in this I feel like you do. So that's like another plus, you know, it doesn't keep you out of the combat. I think your gun still is out there too, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another thing I like. Another pro, the attachments, I believe they did a really good job. There's a variety of attachments, 3 times, 4 times, this, that, and the other. So it's really good on that. It's very similar to PUBG attachment wise. So I like how that works. I don't know like every attachment for every weapon or how all that works out. So there's still like a lot with this game mode that we don't really know about, or at least for me personally, and there's a lot to learn. I don't know what weapons are, you know, the dominant ones. Obviously the snipers in this game are kind of dominant. I think I was using a Viper here. I think that's what this gun's called, the Viper, something like that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But the weapons are pretty good. There's a variety of weapons. That's what I like. I was doing a lot of solos. I didn't play any squads because most of my friends just didn't pre-order the game. So I was like, alright, well, I'll just do solos by myself. So I'm not sure how like the vehicle systems work. I haven't really seen people flying around with helicopters too much, or anything like that. You did see earlier I killed a guy in a boat, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I think that the vehicle systems will be pretty good. The ATVs are nice. They're fast. And you know, I'm just guys, this Blackout game mode is just, it's so well rounded, and I think that can really bring a lot of people back to Call of Duty. You know, a lot of people are saying that, oh, Call of Duty's dead, COD's dying, and you know, yes, I'm not going to disagree with that statement. COD has been dying for years, but I think this game has really good potential. When you play the multiplayer, if you're not liking that, you have 2 other totally game modes, which we all know Treyarch makes a banger of zombies every year. Even Black Ops 3, you know, the zombies are pretty good. I think this zombies is also going to be really well. After watching the trailers and everything, it looks pretty cool, so I assume that the zombies are going to be really good. Blackout, like I said, is really fun. When I got my first win, I was so happy. You know, my heart was racing, and that's that feel that I like. You know, when I'm playing a game like Fortnite wins don't get to me. You know, at first when I started playing the game, yes, but now it's like sometimes the wins are too easy. You know, I don't get into good build fights. I just outbuild the guy, and you know, I want a challenge. You know what I mean? And when I'm playing PUBG, just because of the time to kill and all that stuff, it makes me feel so much better when I get a win. So that's what I like about Black Ops 4, is that I'm able to get, you know, what I like about Black Ops 4 is that when you get a win, you have a sense. I only got one, but you have like this sense of achievement and everything. And Fortnite, I just don't get that. I feel like some people will agree with me, some may disagree, and I just feel like there's a lot more, I don't know, stress, you could say, that is put into it. The storm system, I'm not the biggest fan of, so I just will go back to a counter real quick. When you go outside the storm, it gives you a warning. You know, one of those like kill counters when you go outside the map. Some games like Battlefield does it, for example. They don't make those invisible barricades, but they just say, okay, you don't go through that, you're gonna die. Well, when you're outside of the circle in Blackout, it gives you that, and I'm not sure if it starts taking off damage or if it just kills you as soon as you're out. So you have like a 10-second timer, which I think is kind of dumb. If it does kill you, somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, if it does kill you right away, but still I think it's pretty cool that
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
you know, the storm does look pretty cool in the first place, but if it does tick off, then that's gonna be also another bonus. But I'd say some improvements that they could make overall in general. Tone down the snipers a tad bit. I think one shot to the body isn't. That's a little too much. But besides that, I think it's overall pretty balanced. I don't see any weapons that people are just using over everybody else. The trees, I like the spacing of the trees. Everything's not clustered to where you can't see anybody. So that's also a really good thing. I believe that they did a good job with like the cover that they provided. It's not like just plain out in the open, because there'll be times where I'm playing PUBG. And Fortnite doesn't have this problem because of the building aspect, but PUBG, if you're playing Miramar, if you guys know about that, where you're just completely caught out in the open, it's literally the worst thing to have. So I feel like there's plenty of cover. The trees seem well spaced out. I get into a sniping battle towards the end, which is kind of cool for you guys to watch that. And I'm just trying to pop off at this guy. But I'm liking Blackout. The game comes out, like I said, October 12th, I believe, which is on a Friday, which is fantastic. As soon as I get released from school, gonna go to GameStop, get it, go home, play my first multiplayer game, do some recordings. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any zombies. What I also want to do is a 24-hour live stream for like the first, I don't know, 2 days, that Friday and Saturday. Hopefully I don't work that Saturday. I might just call off just to play the game the entire day. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Blackout. Do you think it'll be successful, or do you think it's gonna be a horrible game mode? Like I said, this game is gonna be something interesting. There's a lot of new mechanics that they added and everything, so we'll see. And you'll see when I win this game, I start spraying around. I was so happy. But yeah, guys, leave a like. Let's see if we can hit 3 likes on this video. That would be great. Look forward to a lot more content. I've been kind of lazy, but I will be picking it up soon. And yeah, my name is Killman Baby. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.